Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Fitz Health Conscious Corner. We are back with episode 23. We are talking about what drives you. So I know we've been out of the loop for a little bit. Thank you so much for continuing on this journey here with me at Fitz Health Conscious Corner. We are going through a little bit of shifts with the show. So stay tuned. We are going to have a little bit of updates when it comes to that. So shifting modalities, we are going to get a little bit into more pre-recorded episodes, and then we're going to get into episodes live monthly, and I will be sharing more about the details with you sooner rather than later. So thank you so much for being here and continuing on in this journey. Every week we go into a new topic and we shine light on a topic that has to do with personal development or has to do with topics that affect daily, things that affect our daily lives. We talk about strategies and tips and how we can deal with various ways of promoting our health conscious space, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally. We talk about lots of ideas and concepts, and with the community, with all of you, we get together and we stretch perspective. So this community, we've been going strong, and we are at 23 episodes, and that's all thanks to you guys for showing up every week. And I hope to really just get back into the groove. A little bit of hiatus on my end medically, but I'm so happy to be back. I've been looking forward to connecting with you, and here we are. So what drives you? Today we're talking about essentially what drives our reasons, essentially. Reasons or motivation. What is your driving force when it comes to waking up every day? When it comes to the connections that you make? When it comes to your job, the way you service the world, your community. So what drives, motivates your life? We're going to dive into different aspects of beliefs. And when we talk about beliefs, we talk about what we accept as true, what we are confident in, what we believe something to be. So accepting something as true, that there is an existence of something, or when it comes to what we accept in our lives that helps us make decisions, whether it's by the moment or whether it is a decision that affects the long term. So what is motivating? What are you accepting to be true that helps you to guide your life every day? So we're here to understand how our beliefs impact the way that we think, the way that we feel, and the way that we behave, and the way that we operate our lives. So as always, anytime you have any thoughts, any feels, just putting it into the comments. You can always DM, email the show, and for anything that we chat about, whether it's in this episode or any other episodes, and I'll always do my best to get back to you to talk about it on another show, or to answer your comments, your questions. So we talked about what beliefs actually are, what we are accepting as true. And you might have heard the term belief system. So a system is essentially what a system connects, right? So when we think about belief system, we're thinking of we're we're going to stretch perspective on the understanding as what our bodies do to connect emotion, thoughts, and our behaviors, and how our beliefs influence thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. Um, because essentially, what we're believing, when it influences the way we behave, it becomes our operating system. So our belief system becomes our operating system. What we're believing becomes that driving force to how we operate. And that's going to affect various aspects of your life, whether it comes to finances, your beliefs about money, your beliefs about relationships, personal relationships, whether that's, parenting, whether it comes to an intimate partnership, relationship, whether it comes down to your beliefs about your job and your purpose in your life. So all of essentially everything that we believe has more of an impact on the way that we operate and guide our lives. It might have more of an impact than we might realize. And that's why we are here on this episode today to talk about what is driving you, to just raise awareness, just to ask ourselves to take that moment as a belief system check-in to say, what are my beliefs framed around? Are they framed around past experience? Are your beliefs informed because it's something you learned about, whether it's practical knowledge or knowledge you learned through a course, through going to school at any level? So for example, right, like your beliefs, they hold energy, they hold a frequency. So your beliefs can essentially drive you forward and help promote opportunity for you, help to give you new experiences. Your beliefs at the same time, they can also hinder you. They can also hold you back. So instead of driving you, your beliefs can also have the power to hold you back. And sometimes those beliefs are subconscious, so we're not aware that we have these beliefs. Sometimes these beliefs are conscious, where we are holding strong to a belief system that based on beliefs that we've held on to for many years and have not gone back to check in the quality of those beliefs to see if they're still relevant to today's world or to the relationships you're in. So that's why we're here. We're here to just shine light on the fact that our beliefs impact our emotions, our thoughts, and the way that we behave, the way that we drive our being in the world. And when we understand, when we can make those connections with understanding how we're feeling and how those beliefs impact our lives on a daily basis, we can make more connections to understanding the circumstances that we're in, the quality of the relationships that we have. Maybe checking in, right, to see, are your beliefs aligned with your goals? Are they going to get you to your goals? Or are your beliefs subconsciously somewhere creating more obstacles? And is your beliefs giving you reasons to continue to drive forward, or are your beliefs giving you rejection? So essentially, are you getting the direction, or are you feeling that your beliefs are rejecting you from potential opportunities, from, maybe going through an experience that didn't quite work out well, and instead of continuing to try again or create a new circumstance, you believe that that rejection means that whatever it is that you're pressing for isn't for you. So Sometimes it's natural in life where we go through situations or we go through experiences where things happen, obstacles are in the way, where maybe a relationship, for example, that didn't work out well. We might carry those beliefs over into a new relationship, and it essentially affects the quality of that relationship because it might affect your ability to trust. It might affect your ability to believe in long-term goals with a partner. So it's so important to understand that our beliefs play a major role in what drives us on many different levels. So beliefs are multi-dimensional. So, beliefs are going to impact how you view relationships, what you view, what your standards are. So what you might believe is good and versus what you might believe is bad. Um, Sometimes, again, some beliefs, they're relevant for a past time in your life, but they're not relevant to this time in your life. Sometimes beliefs are even taken on from someone else subconsciously or consciously. You apply it to your life, but your circumstances are not the same as that other individual. So you recognize, hey, maybe you know what? Those beliefs don't actually apply to me because the circumstances are not the same. So it doesn't mean that that outcome is going to be the same for me. But if you believe that it is, chances are you might subconsciously create and manifest, you know, that the fact that it could not might not be for you. But ultimately, you have a plan, you have goals, you've thought out these strategies, you've set, things in motion, and everything, the path is laid out for you. But your belief system says, you know what, that's not for you. That risk, I shouldn't take that risk because that person took that risk in their life and it didn't work out. And you might literally have everything laid out for you because you've planned it, you've taken the steps to make it happen, and now all of a sudden you're doubting yourself. You're not as confident in your truth, in your purpose, in your path, in your what got you there in the first place. So maybe that's just something to pause and think about for a moment. When it comes to relationships and it comes to finances, you might hear, people talk about how they believe money should be spent. And sometimes conflict happens because beliefs about how money should be spent or how money should be saved comes up. And those beliefs might conflict, might cause disconnection. When we think about relationship quality, for example, what you believe love is versus what your partner or somebody you're dating believes love is and believes a relationship should be, or steps in a relationship. So sometimes belief systems, we recognize belief systems are guiding our standards of relationships and essentially our experience. So sometimes, and maybe more times than others, those belief systems can clash. And then, those are also opportunities to take those moments to check in, to say, is my belief system promoting connection or disconnection? Is my belief system a little bit outdated, or is it present and relevant to this dynamic of the relationship that you're in? When it comes to maybe the way that we're raised, certain morals and standards that might be instilled, is it relevant now as it was then when, we were growing up? So some, you may agree, you may disagree that beliefs have an impact on the way that we guide our lives. And I want to hear from you on that too. So if you have comments, feedback, please put it in the comments. So my question to you, when was the last time that you had a belief system check-in? When was the last time that you checked in on the quality of your thoughts, the quality of your beliefs, your relationships, the longevity of the beliefs? How long have you been thinking this way when it comes to your finances, when it comes to the way you parent your child, when it comes to the way you relate to your partner, when it comes to the way you show up at your job every day, or the way that you dream and believe and look forward to the future? What beliefs are driving you, and are they promoting you forward, or are they pulling you back? It's really important to check in with your belief system, because when you check in with your belief system, you can check in with your operating system, because they go hand in hand. So you can understand more why you operate the way that you do. What are the beliefs you're holding on to? What are the standards and principles that you're guiding your life on, and helping yourself to better understand yourself? We all have a sense of wanting to understand ourselves better, and this need for that as human beings. So a way that you can do that, checking in with your belief system, checking in with your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, and understanding, pulling back the layers of those dimensions to say, what is it about my emotions, my thoughts and feelings? What beliefs are driving those strong emotions, or those scattered thoughts, or those focused thoughts on one aspect? And where is it that we can start to become more multidimensional in our thinking, and be able to expand our belief system, and reevaluate and calibrate the beliefs, and really help them to become more relevant to where you are at in your life today, in this moment? So checking in, are your beliefs empowering you? Are they limiting you? Is the beliefs that you're carrying, are they carrying a heavy positive frequency, or is it a heavy negative undertone? Are your beliefs allowing you connection, opportunity, and allowing you to really get to the places that you want to go to? Or are they holding you back? Are they giving you more reasons and excuses rather than motivation, confidence that what you see and what you want to manifest in your life as truth, that you're confident in it, and that you know, every day we go through scenarios in our lives where we might have our beliefs challenged. So something that you're doing, somebody might question that, and that's an opportunity for you to check in with your beliefs, or to reaffirm your beliefs. So learning how to add those check-ins into your daily life or your week, or whether it's journaling and writing things down to help you to better understand what beliefs are driving you, is going to help you to better understand yourself. It's going to help you to enhance the quality of your relationships, to become more present, to grow within those relationships. Again, whether it is personal, whether it's work related, your views when it comes to money. So just checking in on those beliefs are, again, are they relevant? Is it fear that's holding you back? Is it fear making decisions? Or is it your truth, your confidence in your beliefs? And again, just really being able to take the moments, because our lives are so fast paced, and when we're constantly moving, sometimes we're adopting beliefs subconsciously, or we're just on autopilot. So we're using beliefs that are just in our belief system. It's in our operating system, and we're continuing to operate like that on autopilot without thinking about what the truth is that we're actually accepting. So beliefs and how they're influencing and guiding your life. So that's episode 23. We're talking about what drives you. And again, always checking on Instagram at Fitz Health Conscious Corner or on our YouTube channel at Fitz Health Conscious Corner for episodes, replays, for updates on the show. And again, I want to thank you all so much for being present here on the show and taking in these concepts and just expanding your knowledge, your perspective, providing valuable insights in the community. We're strong together and we're here to help each other grow. So whether that's personal development, whether it is conscious awareness, we're here together and we are here for the purpose of bettering our lives through health conscious living. So I want to thank you so, so much, and just being that reminder that we are constantly accepting beliefs, creating beliefs, and they may have more influence on your life than you might realize. So taking those opportunities to really check in, slow down, observe your belief systems, observe your thoughts, observe your actions, and just using all of the experiences to help you create more awareness and better understanding and insight to yourself. So that's it from me today. Thank you so, so much for being here. Again, my name is Emma, and I am the host of your show, Fitz Health Conscious Corner. And it is a show that we're promoting health conscious living, providing insights, strategies, and stretching perspective on new topics every single week for the purpose of health conscious living. So thank you so much for being here, everybody. I'll see you all soon. Lots of love and